and we have some lovely ladies here that Chris Crawford voted or selected their website to win. I want to welcome Pat Frank and Linda Goldstein. Thank you very much.
Yes.
I do have to say.
And congratulations on a pretty
Thank
cool
you.
win to be in the top 10
And even
like
though
that.
I've known you, Janet, and the people from Tampa Digital for many years, Chris Crawford is our new best friend.
Oh, I
Yes,
bet he
yes,
is.
He is.
Well, tell us what that, because you two, I know, spent a lot of time on that Hills Tax website. A year or so went into that.
And along with everything else we're doing simultaneously.
But there were so many things. It was an awesome responsibility to take on that website, and you guys made it so much more user friendly than it has ever been before. What is that like to have this recognition of being number 3rd out of 4,000 in the world? And what was the blood and guts and the sweat that went into it?
Oh, I think the first step, Pat, you might want to talk about is we really decided to see what our users needed and what they wanted and how they felt about our old website.
Yes, and that was the first thing we did. We asked for their opinions, and we asked for them to tell us what suggestions they had, what they expected from the website, and we got a tremendous amount of response.
I bet you did.
Within a few weeks, we had 1,000 people responding, and then shortly thereafter, another 1,000. So,
any colorful language in that?
Actually, they were pretty decent.
Okay, well, that's good.
But we did go through the responses very carefully, and we took many of the suggestions because they were very beneficial.
Why did you decide to recreate the website? Was it just not user-friendly and not conducive to our world as we know it today?
It was outmoded.
Was it?
And physically it was outmoded, and as a utility it was outmoded. I heard the earlier part of the interview where Chris was talking about the fact that you have to have a transparent system.
Right.
People don't want to have to go from one thing to another to get where they want to go. They want to have the easiest route possible. And that's what we did through the website. We try to make it very easy, and they get right to the meat of what they're asking for and trying to be informed about.
Tell us about the process of it. You mentioned 1,000 emails with suggestions.
2,000, over 2,000.
Mm-hmm.
How did you make sure that each of those suggestions, valid or not, got incorporated into the new website, and who oversaw that enormous responsibility that...
It was a team. We gave it to the people in the specific areas. We gave the suggestions pertinent to those areas, and they reviewed them to see which ones, and a lot of them did have a lot of merit. So we delayed our actual website design to make sure that we really utilize the input from the public, because they're the ones who we serve.
And aren't you glad you did? Now you're known worldwide. First of all, what did that feel like to be named this number 3 out of the world? And it sounds good. And then number 2, how has that affected you guys now today? What has the recognition done for the site and for?
Well, good news is hard to travel quickly. Bad news travels very fast. So I think a lot of people are not aware of this, but we are extremely proud. And I'm particularly proud because one of the criteria is the user-friendly aspect of the website, and that's what we're all about, is customer satisfaction. And if we've achieved that, I think that's wonderful, and it speaks well for the people in our office who've helped create this website, and for their recognition that we want to reach out to people and make it as easy as possible for them to have access to the courts.
So you've sort of set the bar kind of high now for city government here now. Do you think, are other city departments looking at your website now saying, wow, we really do want to be more transparent?
I can tell you that answer is yes.
Okay, well that's good.
But I want to hear it from you guys. Has anybody said?
Well, if they are looking at it, we aren't worried about that. They say that imitation is the best form of flattery. However, we're not standing still, so they better watch out, because I've noticed that they've given the same award to other previous winners in this contest, and so I hope that we'll be on the screen for a long time.
And we have new and innovative ideas on the drawing board.
I am so glad you asked me that, because I was going to ask you, besides just that website, what are some of the other technology?
What can we anticipate here? So.
Well, other than the website, Pat can address this. We have a lot of technological advances on many fronts in the clerk's office.
For one thing, what we're doing is we're automating our traffic system. And before we're through, and it'll be unveiled and in use very shortly, within a few months, when a police officer arrests someone, they are going to swipe their driver's license. They will then write the citation electronically, hand it to the customer electronically. The customer can go home and get online and pay it immediately. It'll be in the system at the end of the day. It won't be in that moment, but it'll be in at the end of the day. And then all of that information is propagated into our system, so we don't have to enter all of it. And
well, so then you're saving money on mail, on paper, on tickets, on envelopes, on clerks.
Process,
I mean,
yeah.
that's
mistakes,
right.
far few mistakes.
It's nice to think of, getting a ticket. You're actually a customer of the city at that point. So that's kind of nice, I suppose.
Unfortunately, that is not. But that's a commonality because it was over 300,000 tickets.
321,000.
Wow, and that's running red
that
lights
That's last year.
Last year.
Wow,
Right.
wow.
The volume of work we do is absolutely mind-boggling. Right now, we're undertaking an imaging process with all of our court records. Not all of them, and we have 100 million pages to image, and so the cost in terms of manpower and time is awesome. But we can't digitalize. We have to digitalize before we can talk about an electronic courtroom, and that requires our imaging.
Which is a good thing that Chris Crawford is here, because I'm sure he knows some secrets or some maybe less expensive ways to get things done for you guys. Congratulations. Phenomenal job. I mean, third in the world is great.
Well, and congratulations. You know the design team from Tampa Digital. We have to give credit where it's due.
We couldn't have done it without your creative influence.
For a long time, and they implemented the ideas, the visions that we had. So we share this honor.
Good clients
we
make
do
for
indeed.
good projects, so thank you for that.
We do. And congratulations, Pat. Do you want to give us some contact information for your website before we go to break?
Yes, our website is www.hillsclerk.com.
www.hillsclerk.com. It's
Very
very
easy to
easy.
remember.
And Pat blogs. Go see Pat's blog.
Yes.
Her latest
Pat's
blog.
Talk. Is
That's
that
right.
Pat's Talk. I saw
Frank
that.
Talk. Her latest blog.
Frank Talk. That's
her
it. Frank
latest
Talk.
blog is on our website Win. So please go
Fantastic.
to www.hillsclerk.com and read it.
Pat, at least 4,000 other companies that didn't make it in the top whatever are reading your blog right now. So that's kind of cool.
Well, if we can raise the bar and help them, that's something that I'll be proud of too.
Thank you both very
Thank
much.
you.